Happy Monday, everyone! Of course, you all know the drill. Or if you don't know yet, we are uploading an episode every single Monday, so I hope you look forward to it. Welcome to Kwentuhang Pilipina, a safe space for you to listen and be heard. I am your sunshine, Cleo, the founder of Hiraya Pilipina, and your host in this podcast. For today's episode, I am so grateful to be joined by Angel Veridiano, or you might better know her as NotAngel on YouTube. Angel is a wise, funny, and outspoken woman, and her content is just amazing. She just reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I am so happy because we got to talk to her today about how she stays authentic with her content and how she was able to stand out from an overly saturated platform such as YouTube. She gave us some wonderful tips, and she also shared with us her journey. So without further ado, here's our Kwentuhang. Angel, first of all, thank you so much for being here. It's such an honor to have you here at Kwentuhang Pilipina.
Thank you. It's more of an honor for me. Wow.
Actually, you just hit 100,000 subscribers. So,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yesterday. Thank you so much. That's insane.
How do you feel? How do you feel right now about that new milestone?
Actually, it's kind of like it wasn't like that much of a big deal when it first happened, because I didn't even know that it was happening. Like I try not to check my analytics that much because it like gets in my head so much. So I try not to check it. Then suddenly one of my friends, like while I was playing Call of Duty, one of my friends were like, "Happy 100K!" And I'm like, "Shut up, I'm playing." But yeah. It feels really, really nice. I can't believe people are actually like, they give a, oh my god, am I allowed to swear? Sorry.
It's alright, yeah.
Okay.
Just be
I know people
comfortable.
actually, give a shit about me. But yeah, it feels, it feeds my self-esteem.
Yes, because like, parang lahat ng effort na ginagawa mo is nakikita mo.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I'm so happy to see you succeed. Just a short kwento, alam mo ba na like, for una kitang napanood, yung first video mo, you were around like 6,000 subscribers. And,
what video?
Yung Ukay, Thrift, Quiapo.
Oh.
Yeah, that. And I'm like, okay, Ito ko agad yun sa kaibigan ko. Sabi ko, oh my God, I just discovered a parang new YouTuber and I know na it's gonna be big. As in, Angel!
An honor! Wow! Yun yung usually how people discover me through like the fashion and ukay, whatever shit. I'm thinking about it right now and I'm like... Okay, sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah.
A lot has changed na rin, no? Kahit 1 year.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
it's a year ago.
We all have our own beginnings and we all start somewhere, of course. So, can you tell us, when did you start creating videos? Like, videos lang talaga, hindi sa YouTube.
Hindi sa YouTube. I don't know, when I first got out of my mom's vagina, probably. And then, cause ever since I was a freaking kid, like I was 7 years old or something. Like the moment I discovered a camera, like I didn't know what YouTube was, I didn't know what vlogging was. I would take a freaking camera and be like, "Hey guys," like I wouldn't even talk to anybody, but I was like a kid, and I would like sobrang annoying ko na bata. Tapos marami actually ang mga childhood videos of me like vlogging essentially, ganon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so ever since. I've just really been an annoying child. Pero syempre nag-grow siya, especially nung, alam mo yung like, era of YouTube na parang sina Michelle Fan, sina Ryan Higa, gano'n. Sila yung mga talagang, I was like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber too because they're so fun. Parang gano'n.
So, matagal na talaga. Like, simula bata ka pa, you just have that passion to document whatever is happening in your life?
Yeah, siguro. Tas medyo nag-fade lang siya like as I grew
Mm.
older. Tapos like when I well, now I'm kind
Mm.
of, thinking of ways to do things like creatively and, to make money. So I
Yes.
was just like, let me just renew this thing that I used to do, even though I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So ayun.
Yes. So, matagal na simula naggumawa ka ng videos. But when did you start like uploading your first ever video on YouTube?
Okay. So I remember in fifth grade, I made a channel. I never uploaded anything though, and I called it
Mm.
Angel Bagel TV. Which theory? Wow.
Love
Anyway, but I
it!
never uploaded anything, but I just knew that I wanted to do it like one day. That's
Hmm.
I think I made another channel. It was like a paired channel with one of my friends. We
Oh.
posted a video, like the three of us. It was the most boring video ever, the worst Korean video in the world. But then we posted that I think I privated it because we never really like committed to it. We just like posted one video. Don't ever try to look for it. I hope I privated that video. It's so terrible. And then last year around like no, not last year. Last year 2020. Last year 2019, like the end of 2019. I was like nangyari kasi I wanted to film videos talaga like the start of 2019. It was like in my goals list.
Mm.
But something really bad happened where my laptop got like murdered and there's like we spilled like my friend spilled coconut oil all over my laptop and then I was like no like maybe it's just not meant to be for me.
Yeah.
how am I supposed to edit? But it was so awkward at first. Like the first time I filmed the video, I was like, what the heck am I doing? Like I would look at myself, be like, wow, I'm so ugly. I don't want to post this. This is terrible. And then eventually I started to post. I posted my first video was like the first one that's on my channel right now. I mean, that's the first one talaga ever. It was with me and my friends, and we were just cutting my bangs. We were just like having a good time for shits and giggles, and
Yeah.
then that really helped me become more comfortable. Like it's just like the start. They like being able to be with your friends kind of makes it more a little bit less hard to put like that much pressure on yourself. But yeah, that's how it first started. It really was just me wanting to be like, hey, I want cash. And then like I'm not getting any younger. And I'm like, I feel like this is the best time to actually start doing it. Yeah.
Yes. So ang dami palang channel din mula before the
Yeah,
Not
I did.
Angel one.
Yeah. Actually, before Not Angel, I had another channel pa where I first posted the bags video and then I deleted it. Kasi na-realize ko na if you look up that channel name, if you look up my name, like that's the first channel that's gonna like Angel Veridiano. First channel that's gonna come up. And I'm like, oh hell no, I don't want my family to see this. I don't want like my classmates to see this. So I had to make like an entirely new channel. It was like a lot of channels. But like yun nga, yung Not Angel lang naman yung commit
Nagstay.
talaga ako.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, medyo nasagot mo na siya sa sinabi mo kanina. But the next question is,
Oh.
why did you start uploading them on YouTube? Like, have you seen an opportunity, or was it only something that you did because you'd love to share your videos to the world? Like, what was your why? WHY.
I mean, marami namang reasons why. So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I said like parang I want to do something with my life and I want money. I mean, I wouldn't be doing like because it's so much work, like
Yes.
uploading, filming, editing. It's a lot of work. You know that it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So you obviously don't want to be like doing that much work for free if you didn't know that there was like a compensation for it. So
Mm-hmm.
I did see it as something that I could grow and something that I'm gonna invest my time and money in. And then at the same time, the more idealistic or the more cheesy reason why I started YouTube is like I would like to fill up space in the internet because like I'm a girl for one.
Yeah.
That's a community that is quite oppressed, and I'm a Filipino and I'm Asian and I would love to be representation for other people. I think it's so important because like like us growing up, the people that we see in TV and in the media is all, you know, usually white people. And I would, for one, I mean, whenever I see like somebody in the media that looks like me or has like the same culture as me, it just makes me like so much. It feels it matters. Like representation really matters, and I think that, you know, you have Filipina. Wow, being Filipina, it matters to take up space in a world that is very much dominated by Western culture and by other people. But that doesn't mean Western culture is bad. But I just would like to promote, you know, ourselves in a way.
Yes,
So
and
yeah.
I like how you're super honest with it because I think I've also heard it from your first ever episode on the beautiful, wonderful podcast. Yeah, you really told the podcast then na may pera. So may nakita kang pera, and that's an opportunity. Like kasi syempre
Yeah.
yung kapag may mga in-interview na YouTubers, like wala silang idea na may pera, but I like that you're honest with it. Kasi it's true.
Yeah.
Diba? Like we do this stuff sa school na nga for free. Diba? At least. So
Right.
yeah.
So true. I would think about like I'm doing so much like of the same thing for school. Like I would edit things for school, I would film videos, I would make videos for school, and I'm not getting paid. I would like to get paid. So
and aside from that, mostly you speak in English kasi sa YouTube channel mo, no? So, kasi di ba most Filipino YouTubers, like Tagalog lang talaga, kaya mostly yung audience nila is Philippines, mga Filipinos lang din. And I like na, because of course you're also fluent in English then, with that, international talaga yung mga viewers mo. So, that's a great thing, and nakikita nila na yun nga, yung representation na sinabi mo, that you're Asian, that you're a Filipina, and I like that. Wow.
a lot of people are also I'm pretty sure it's mostly Filipino, but I do get like some, maybe like 5 international viewers. Well,
No, marami kaya. Yeah.
But yeah.
But go Angel.
Thank you so much. What's actually like really nice is there's there would be like Phil-ams that would comment and be like, "Oh, you're making me more connected to," like, because they were like raised in the US, and be like, "Oh, you're making me feel so much more connected to my culture," and I'm like, "Oh, girl, what?"
Yeah.
I'm so thrilled by that. But so yeah.
Thank you so much, Angel, for sharing that. And sakto because you just had this new milestone. You just reached 100,000 subscribers. But can you walk us through your journey before you were able to reach this milestone? Like, what are some of the unforgettable ups and downs that you have experienced along the way?
Okay, so when I first started my channel, I did not tell anyone. Like, I literally told like 0 people. Like, I would post it, it would rot there for like 70 days, and nobody would see it. It would get like 30 views, and I would just keep refreshing it. I'm like, oh, it's 31 views now, but it's just me.
Yes.
I'm the only one who's doing it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't tell anyone, which I kind of regret that I didn't tell anyone. I just let like the videos rot there, but I was just like so shy about it. And so the first few like videos that I posted, like I think the first 3 or 4 videos that I posted, like nobody gave a flying fuck about it. And then eventually I decided, because sa simula, I wanted to be like, oh my god, I'm gonna be so unique. I'm not gonna do like thrift hauls. I'm not gonna do like fashion videos. And then, but like the hard truth is, Angel, with your superiority complex, I was like, nobody's gonna care about you unless you do one of those like more common videos. I feel like you already know that.
Yeah.
But nobody gives a crap about like a video of you cutting your bangs. But people will give a crap if you post about like thrift or like fashion. You have like a specific category you're catering to someone. So that's something that I had to eventually learn, because I wanted to be so unique so bad, but it's just nobody cares. So the first few videos, it was very sad because I was like, why doesn't anybody care? Like, why isn't anybody like? I would get comments, like one
Mhm.
comments, be like, oh my god, I love this video, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I would be like so happy. And eventually, when I did make my first thrift haul video,
Mhm.
that's the one that kind of blew up, quote
Clicked,
unquote,
yeah.
blew up. Yeah, it clicked. So that was like the first time I like reached like 10,000 views, and then I got like the first time I had like 100 subscribers, I was like, I just have 100 subscribers. I was so happy. And
Yeah.
then eventually reached 1,000 subscribers. And then after that, I would kind of like think that oh my god, I'm so hot shit now, fucking 1,000 subscribers, bitches. I know that was, um, I would be parang, iniisip ko na, oh, that means I can post whatever I want now. I already blew up. I'm already fucking famous. But then that's also not true. You still have to make like videos that might actually interest people, not just make videos that you as yourself want to watch. So it's a very up and down wave of you trying to like blow up, and then a lot of your videos like nobody's gonna care, and then you're gonna blow up again, and a lot of videos nobody's gonna care. Like you're lucky. I mean, some people are very lucky and their videos like super blow up and super like really, started out for them. But for me, it wasn't really like that. It's more of like a periodic thing. And something that was difficult for me to understand is like, oh, did this YouTuber like blow up so fast? Like, is it just not for me, or people are just not interested in me? But that's not always the case. Like, if it's just that, what if like the YouTube algorithm just hasn't picked up on anything? You just haven't posted like that specific video that is going to, do it for the algorithm, and eventually like one of another down, especially was during like quarantine. It was very difficult for me to just stay like it's difficult to stay happy during quarantine. And obviously I don't want to talk about that, but oh my god, sad girl. She's sad during quarantine. But obviously quarantine isn't like the, most fun time for us, for anybody really, especially like the beginning of it. So it's difficult to like turn on a camera and be like, hey, what's up, you guys, if you're not even like feeling, happy. And eventually it's gonna reflect on like, well, for me, it would reflect on how much I post, because it's so, the thing about me is like it's so difficult for like what takes a long time for me isn't filming or isn't editing, although those take a long time. Isn't filming and it isn't editing, it's thinking of a video, because I would always pressure myself to be like, what's a video that's going to blow up, what's a video that people are going to watch, what's a video that is going to actually, be worth the time and the effort to make. But um it it's it's like hard to accept for me that I just need to just make a video, because people would get pissed at me. I didn't think people would actually like get pissed, but people do get pissed if post videos. So yeah,
They're
and also
waiting.
yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes I'm just not feeling it,
Yes,
but I
and it's
do try my
okay.
best.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, to overcome that, that type of struggle. Well,
Mm.
struggle. Kala mo naman napakahirap mag-vlog. But, so yun. And also maybe the mean comments. I still like have
Mm.
trouble with mean comments, because I feel like my channel is kind of prone to receiving criticism, especially with the things that I say and the things that I
Yes,
like to
but you
discuss.
shouldn't change how you feel and yourself just because of, them na sinasabi na,
Yeah. Thank
yeah.
you so much for saying that.
Yes, I
Thank
mean,
you so much for
and
saying that.
honestly, it's kailangan siya. Like, yung pagiging vocal mo, I love that about you. I mean, not everyone can do that, and you being able to say such things na kahit may iba mang hindi mag-agree sa'yo, that's a huge
Mhm.
thing kasi you really stand for what you think is right.
Yeah, it's also like so scary because
Mhm.
you actually put yourself at like
Yeah.
risk of like getting harassed on the internet, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
okay, let me just scroll past it.
Mhm.
Actually, like the other day, it's so funny. I got like a Twitter DM. See, I don't. This is why I don't even check my freaking DMs anymore, because I got a Twitter DM of like this boy who was like. I think it's so offensive when you said boys are so dumb because there are boys out there who are like mentally ill and stuff, and I'm like, huh? Am I attacking people who are mentally ill? But I just said boys.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, that stuck with me, and I kept thinking about it, and I'm like, did I
Mhm.
really say? Is it really that bad to say boys are dumb? Like, oh my god. And it sucks because I would like think about it for like a week or maybe like the entire day, and I'm like, that I don't know what I'm doing. And then sometimes I would think like maybe I should just shut up. Maybe I should just like not say things that people might find offense to, or people might think are like might disagree to. But I mean, that's just
That's
me being a pussy and not being not being able to handle. So yun.
yes, and actually, ang dami ko nakuha from what you just said. First of all, about the trends, about what you said about that, I think pwede ka pa rin naman maging unique
Mm,
while
that's
going with
true.
the trend. Like, kasi ang maganda sa trend, para sa business rin eh. Like, you don't have to really think about it because you just flow
Yeah.
with it. And kung ano yung
Mm.
sikat, like, kumari, Shopee haul. And then a lot of people do Shopee hauls, but it doesn't mean that you should be just showing everything na normally, because you can also
Yeah.
incorporate your own personality and branding
Yeah.
into that
Mm.
cliche video idea, right?
Yeah, cliche video idea. Yeah. Like something. I mean, even if a video has been done like so many times, like a
Yeah.
freaking get ready with outfit ideas, it's you still there will always be an opportunity for you to
Mhm.
make it your own. Yeah, like what you said,
Yes.
it's like a business. Like you can do like the same makeup brand, but if you do like an innovation in it, or you add a little, yourself in
Pies.
it, then spice in it. Um, and it people will pick it up because it might have been done by other people, but it still hasn't been done by you, and you will, oh
Yes.
my god, that's so corny, you'll always be different from other
Yeah.
people.
But it's true. It's true. I mean, kahit ilang Shopee haul pa yan, may mga videos talaga na magsa-stand out because they have
Yeah,
incorporated their own personality in it. So,
true.
Angel, as I watch your videos, you are incredibly funny. You're wise.
What?
You're
Oh my god.
outspoken. And I really love those things about you. And as the numbers grow, sometimes people lose track of what really matters. So for you,
Mhm.
how do you stay true to yourself and to the
Oh
content
my
that you put
god,
out?
um for me, I don't know why, but I find it kind of easy to stay true to myself. Does that make any sense? Oh my god, that sounds like so weirdly narcissistic. But I feel like I've always like cared about the same thing, and I feel like I will keep caring about the same exact things. And as long as I try to be watchful, like the only thing I would make actually made like a list of promises to myself like before I started YouTube. I would be like, first I put in a list that I'm gonna donate my first money, which I did. I donated it to various donation drives, and
Wow.
then I would say that I'm not gonna be narcissistic, and I also put there I'm not gonna accept like I'm not gonna accept like collabs from brands that I don't like actually believe in. Like I'm not gonna accept any fast fashion brands, even though some of them reached out and their clothes are so nice, but I'm not gonna accept them. So I feel like you just have to constantly remind yourself because before I try to say anything, or especially if I'm editing something out, like the last thing the last thing I ever want is to hurt somebody's feelings. Like
Mhm.
that is not something that I would ever want to do in my entire life. And to just I just want to make sure that whatever I say is something that is either like a hard truth for some people, or it's something that is going to help people or make somebody laugh. Like the last thing I just want is to hurt someone for no reason. Like I would never want to hurt someone. And that's just always been like how I rolled with life. Ew, what the heck? Who says that rolled with life? That's just always been how I like proceeded with everything.
Mhm.
Because in every, like, even without YouTube, like even if like I'm making decisions about, you know, like for, I don't know, school or some other decision like friendship, relationship, whatever, I just, as long as I'm not hurting as long as I'm not hurting anyone, or I'm not hurting anyone for like just for the sake of hurting that person, like
Yeah.
I will just do it. And that's how I shape like most of my beliefs in life. That's how I filtered out things from that were taught to me that I don't think is something I believe in
Mhm.
anymore. So yeah, that's something that and also like true to yourself in a way. Do you also mean like your own style or whatever or
Yes, of course.
something?
You can also discuss about that if you prefer
Okay.
to.
Wait, it's so okay. So I don't actually watch like the content that I make. Like if you look at my
Really?
freaking YouTube homepage, I
Uh,
don't like
oh my.
if you look at my homepage, it's all like witchcraft, interior design, movie reviews. That's the only thing I watch on YouTube.
Okay.
I don't actually like watch hauls and stuff. So
Mm.
actually when I first started YouTube and then people started following me, like big names like sina Kiara Gan or si Chelsea
Yeah.
Valencia, ganon. I would be like,
Love
oh my
them.
god, like I love that. I love them so much too. But like before, oh my god, it sounds so narcissistic. But I didn't know who they were before, which sounds so bad. Actually, I
It's
discovered ko si
alright.
Kiara through a friend. Like when I first met you, I was like I didn't really know like what you were doing and stuff like that. Kasi it's not that you like parang oh my god you're so narcissistic. You think you're so famous. You don't watch those YouTubers. No, it's just that yung algorithm ko talaga is just extremely different from what you probably think it
Oh,
is.
okay.
And then kaya I feel like it also helped kasi parang siguro yung mga pinanood ko lang before is like the super like best dressed ganon, tapos
Mm.
yung mga pinapanood ko lang sa YouTube was like dati pa na parang sila Jenna Marbles ganon, like like I feel like Jenna Marbles like super influences like my humor and stuff. So I think it's helpful for you to not, I don't know if this is a bad thing to say, but like I think it's helpful for you to not like super surround yourself with people with the same content as you, because I feel like there's a tendency to sort of like copy each other, which obviously,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh
it's
my
okay to
God.
take like
Okay.
inspiration naman, diba?
Mhm.
Pero I think it's also kasi it's hard to it's hard to sometimes you don't even realize it
Mhm.
but na oh maybe like this person is influencing me way too much and like I'm starting to morph into this person, and that's obviously like not what you want. Like one of the because I watched Best Dressed in the Man, and then when my first thrift flip, oh my god, that's so hard to say. It first blew up. Like I would get comments na parang, oh, you remind me of Best Dressed, and at first I was like, oh, that's really nice because Best Dressed is a
Pero
great
nung
person and
paulit-ulit
Ashley's a
na.
great person. Like paulit-ulit na, I was like, I don't think this is good anymore. Like
Mhm.
I don't want people to like compare me to
Associate.
other
Yeah.
people. And then yeah, and then like when people would comment like, oh, you remind me of this person and this person and this person, I'm like, that is not okay. Like
Mhm.
sometimes like they would say that I would remind them of this person. I have no idea who this person even is. I'm like, who are you even relating me to? But yun nga, um I started to, ever since I started posting videos, I really did start to discover more people like you, and discovered a bunch of other influencers and YouTubers, and I was like, and I think somebody asked me before about how like, oh, are you gonna do collabs or are you gonna do like are you like BFFs with like any YouTuber? And I'm like, I don't really know because I'm so awkward. I don't know how to socialize with them.
Oh my
But
God, thank you for agreeing to this.
excited, like, bro, when you said like, oh my god, let's do a podcast, and I was like, okay, let's freaking talk, man. I was
Oh,
so
thank
excited. I'm
you.
like, a YouTuber friend? What the heck?
I'm so glad to have you as a friend. Kilig.
Thank you. Don't like feeling in front of everybody's listening. Oh my god, what is up with them?
Oo nga pala, may mga makikinig.
Same. I literally forgot that we were even like doing a podcast.
Yes, kasi actually, alam mo, na-realize ko, because diba, this whole podcast thing is actually new to me as well. And like, kasi I do sometimes talk on, an interview, pero ako yung nasa receiving end palagi. Pero like, because of this podcast, like, I get to create questions and it's so hard to create them. And I also, pero ang maganda kasi parang, ewan ko, ang sama, nakita yung tunay na rason sa podcast. Hindi, syempre, of course, Kwentuhang Pilipina is aims to be a safe space to feature kwentos as well from different women. But ang ganda kasi, parang nagiging excuse ko siya to really talk with people.
Yeah. Like,
Ang saya!
but like, I don't know if I have the guts to do it. I love how you're able to like
Just
reach
reach
out to
out.
people.
Yeah.
And like you're able to like socialize, like even if it's like a friggin' pandemic. Because when you first told me, I was like, wait, but it's a pandemic. Like, how am I supposed to do this? But then you were like, no, it's fine. We can just do it through like Zoom. And I was like, oh my god, we can do it! I'm like so excited about it.
Yes. Super.
Ayun.
Napakalimutan ko. Alam ko may sasabihin ako eh. Kalimutan ko na dahil sa mga tawa natin.
Kaya mo yan.
Basta, okay. I remembered
Okay,
yung
job.
sinabi mo na may list ka of the things na non-negotiables mo, kumbaga, as you go on YouTube. I love that. I love that list. Kasi, kumbaga, parang may babalik-balikan ka that will remind you na kahit gaano pa lumaki ang numbers or kahit gaano pa mag-grow ang YouTube channel ko, ito yung non-negotiables ko. I will not collaborate with fast fashion brands. No matter how tempting it is.
It's so tempting, bro. I swear to God. Oh my God. Ano ba? There's one time na parang there's like, I'm not gonna mention the brand na lang, but then I was already like, okay, because I looked it up, like, is blank ethical? And then the first thing that showed up, like, alam mo yung, like, yung pinakamalaking text sa Google, parang, yes, it's ethical. But I didn't do that much research on it. So I already, like, as in, in-add to cart ko na lahat ng gusto ko. Like, they gave me, like, free items, like, $100 worth, gano'n. Tapos, I was, like, so excited. I was like, oh my God, yes, it's an ethical brand, blah, blah, blah. And then I looked it up more. Like, the first article is like, nope, it's bad. Second article, it's bad. Third article, I'm like, fuck. I was, like, so screwed. Thus, I had to, like, message them. I was like, hey, I know I already inputted my orders, but can you just cancel that? I'm like, sobrang nakakaya. Yun nga, parang medyo na-blind ako sa excitement ko noon. But then, eventually, buti na lang, I didn't continue it na lang. And even if I, like, buti na lang I did more research. Kasi,
fact-checking
then I would have, kasi then, if I didn't, I would have to freaking ship it back to them, and then I would have to pay for that shipping, and I'm like, oh no, never mind. So yun.
Wow, so like that's Angel Veridiano, everyone.
Wow.
Integrity. Love that. So you gave us some really great tips on how we can stay true to ourselves and on our content as well. Actually, naiisip ko rin yun, yung sinabi mo kanina na sometimes since we really watch certain people talaga, hindi natin namamalayan na super nai-impluwensyahan na nila tayo, yung style natin and how we talk. And kasi nakikita yun ng audience eh. Kahit ikaw hindi mo nakikita sa sarili mo kasi ikaw yung nai-impluwensyahan. Nakikita yun ng tao eh. Kaya sinasabi na, you know, like, ganito, ganyan. And ang ganda na aware ka doon. Kasi once you're aware, you can correct it, diba? And you can know how to adjust. And
Siguro, it's so helpful kapag you're more aware of it. Because now I feel
yeah.
like I'm very able to, to continue watching. But pero medyo nasanay na rin ako na I don't really watch like that much videos that are like super similar to mine. But I do still watch like videos because I just like know I like the person. Like I genuinely, like the person. So, ayun, it's nice. Like maybe if you know what's really scary is when people comment in my videos na I love your personality, I want to try to copy it, or I love your personality and I'm trying to be like you, something like that. And then like that's okay. Like, you can take like inspiration from, like maybe
people.
the things that I believe in or something. Pero it's kind of like concerning if you effort to actually, copy someone else. So, people's journey in like finding whatever their, truest self is lifelong. It's gonna take forever for you to, discover who you want to be and whatever style you want to be. But maybe just don't try to like actually put in your brain that I'm gonna be like this person, and I'm like, don't try to like establish that. But sometimes I would get like, sometimes I would like watch a YouTuber and then, or like I would know like a certain influencer, and then they would copy things that I am like, I'm pretty sure I said that in my video. And I would be like, that's okay. I mean, I felt like I would be pissed about it. I'd be like, that's kind of flattering.
Kasi, ano pala, kagaya-gaya. Kagaya-gaya.
No, flatter na lang ako.
Oo,
Like,
tama.
okay, thank you for that.
Okay, yeah. Na may napipick up sila na small habits, small things about you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's flattering for Angel. And of course, what you said, it's very important to stay true to ourselves. Kasi kapag hindi, alam yun ng tao. And aside from that, you don't want to be, you don't want to be anyone.
You're not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
And you're gonna just be uncomfortable with even yourself.
Yes.
Like, that's not good love.
Yes. You mentioned about staying true to yourself and to your contents, but how do you maintain your, relationship? How do you maintain your connection with your viewers?
It's been a little bit more difficult because ever since I started because at first, when I first started YouTube, I would reply to every single person's comments. Like that was something that I would actually do. Like I love replying to comments. I love hearting comments and all that shit. But then sometimes I kind of just want to stay away from the comment section. Like once the video is out, like siguro like an hour in, 2 hours in, I'm gonna be replying like, hey, oh my god, I love you too, and all that shit. But then I just wanna get away from like mean comments. Like that's something that I like, sometimes it just like ruins my day, and I'm trying to just protect myself from that. So it's a lot easier. Like the most way that I mostly connect with my audience right now is like to start when video first comes out, I'm gonna reply because usually there's not a lot of hate there just yet.
Kasi mga notification squad.
Mga notification squad, mga first, ganon.
Yes, love it.
Yan. Tapos, siguro sa Instagram stories, like that's usually where I would reply the most. Kasi the DMs are also like, it also has like bad stuff in there. And also, there are people, oh my god, there are people, nagchikahan na no? Okay,
go lang.
But there are people that would like make kwento about their like problems to me. And syempre, I would love to help you, pero I'm also scared na parang some of them are scary kasi na parang, oh my god, like my parent just died, or like this dude broke my heart, or I'm so jealous of my boyfriend's ex, ganon. Tas obviously I would love to reply to you, pero if I start to engage in it kasi, mas magiging reliable sila sa akin na parang baka ako na yung maging therapist nila, gano'n.
Yeah.
So, if you're listening to this, I probably won't reply to you if you're talking about wanting to kill yourself. Ganon, like, I feel like that's also not good for my
Yes.
mental health din naman. But
And it's not
ayun,
your job anymore. I mean,
yeah,
yeah. Kapag sa way mo pa lang na gumagawa ka ng videos, that's already a lot. I mean, you're already doing your viewers a favor, right?
oh my god, that's so true.
Yes. Like,
Thank you for saying that.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And to all the viewers of Angel, don't get mad at her for not.
It's okay. I mean, sometimes it's entertaining
Okay.
to listen to, like, oh my god, I hate my boyfriend's EXO. He would talk to me about it. I feel like that's so cute, but I don't think I have like the capacity to,
Yeah.
reply to every single one of those types of messages. But yeah, it's so funny. But yeah.
Okay. We already talked about staying true to yourselves and to our viewers as well. So, dito pala sa third party. But now that you're, of course, gaining the momentum and more people are now starting to listen to you, na-realize mo na may gravity talaga, no? Na may capacity na tayong pakinggan ng tao. So, do you think it is important for influencers, quote-unquote influencers, to be vocal about social issues?
Fuck yeah, I do.
All
I mean,
right.
I think it's so important. I mean, even if you're not a quote unquote influencer,
Yes.
even if you don't have like a huge following, like as a person, that's like something that I think you should do. Or I mean, it's up to you, but like if you have like the voice, you have the capability, even if you just have like one follower, like if you have, it's still better than nothing. And if you have like that power, especially if you're an influencer, it's not your job. Okay, like if you talk about political stuff, like a lot of, old crusty men would argue, like, you don't know anything. You're a child, you're a teenager, you're a girl, you don't know shit. But okay, if that's true, that may be true. I'm not an expert in what I'm saying. I haven't studied political science, but neither has half of the Philippine government. But like, I would argue that if parang it's not your job as an influencer, but it is your job as a Filipino. It's your job as a person who cares. And you don't have to talk about it 24/7 if that's not what you want to do. Obviously, it's not, your main thing. But if you see like a community, a group of people that are being oppressed, if you see something that's wrong that's going on, it's a lot to, to influence other people in a much bigger way than like, oh, this shampoo got rid of my dandruff. Like there's so much more like things that you can offer in the siguro. Tapos ano pa ba?
And of course, since kung yung influencers na influensya ng tao sa spending habits nila, then mas lalo na sa issues na pinapaniwalaan mo and sa advocacies na meron ka.
That's true. Parang sa Inception, like what did they say then? Leonardo DiCaprio was like, the biggest thing that you can like, the strongest thing that you can do is like plant an idea in someone's head. Like the moment you plant an idea in someone's head, it is gonna continue to grow and grow and grow and grow.
Yeah.
And I think I feel like that's me with everything. Like somebody is going to plant an idea in my head, and that's what, you just we make a farm of ideas, I guess.
Yes.
We make an entire garden of ideas. So if you have like an idea that you think is worth to grow, then, just do it. Like fill up the space. Like there's so much like innovations right now, and you have to like take advantage of it to try to make the world a little bit of a better place. Oh my god.
Yes.
So cheesy.
But it's true. Yes, it's true. And Angel, in one of your recent videos entitled Sorry, medyo parang magkano. Okay, sana hindi. In one of your recent videos entitled Reasons Why You're Insecure by someone who's also insecure.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, I love that video. Like, maganda ang catchy ng title, pero nung pinanood mo na, ang substantial niya. Wow! Like, and I feel like yun din yung nararamdaman ng mga tao.
Oh, thank you so much. A lot of people are pissed about that. Like, there are a bunch of like white people who are really pissed about that. They're like, well, white people get oppressed too, but I could go on and on and on about how like our oppression is different. Like, if you're a woman of color, your oppression will always be so much more different than a person who is not of color, you know. But yeah, those are one of the videos that I was so terrified to post. Like, so terrified. Because it's like the first. Because usually what I would do is I would trick people into watching something that they don't know is gonna be like, I'm gonna put like something political or something in it. Like,
kaya nga sobra.
Ako, na parang bigla na lang I'm gonna segue into something.
Yeah.
Like, di naman kasi papanoorin if I talk about this and that, and I would just like attract like terrible people into my life, so I would like trick people into like watching something. So that's like the first video where I talk about something that's kind of social issue-y, and you can really tell from the thumbnail and title that this is gonna be social issue.
Actually, hindi siya mukhang social issue related. Yes, like parang puro joke siya. Akala parang joke. Tapos ang ganda pa ng thumbnail mo. And parang ang catchy niya. Kaya ang ganda kasi like maganda yung cover ng libro, pero nung binasa mo na, mas malalim pa pala. And siguro kaya yes. Like, kahit ako sobrang, yes, go, preach, Angel.
Thank you. I'm gonna cry. That was like one of the scariest, like, there are a lot of white people who got, like, you know, there are white people that are like, oh my god, this is so true, like, I'm so, parang they, you know, nagkaroon sila ng privilege check, which I think is, you know, very important to have a privilege check. But then there are also a bunch of people who are like, I'm offended by this. And I'm like, okay, bitch. What's more offensive is our oppression. But yeah. So yun. That was also so scary. But yun yung mga types of videos. I mean, almost lahat naman. I feel like you know this, that people don't really see like making videos or content as something that's hard work. Kasi like, for example, you gumawa ka pa ng outline and ng script and ng question for your shit. Like, it takes like so much writing, it takes so much research in what you create for you to make something that you're actually sure of naman, diba?
Yes.
So, ayun, it's being like what the both of us do, na parang we're content creators. Most people would think that it's not very heroic. Like, it's not like, we're not doctors, we're not firemen or farmers or that. Pero, you know, we're able to plant ideas into other people's heads, and it's so important. It's like, you know,
and
for change to happen.
Yes, and I think everyone should do that. You know, especially those who have the capability to do it, diba? They should not be scared to put their names. Okay, hindi ko alam paano explain. Yung like, ilagay ang pangalan nila sa laylayan just to stand for what they think is right, because that's what we need right now. Yes. Okay. Angel, let's be honest, there is a lot of opportunity on social media, and that is why people are now starting to build their own brand here as well. And yun na nga yung pinag-usapan din natin kanina. And how do you think can he or she build his or her own brand despite these platforms being overly saturated already? Because you are able to do that. So can you give some advice on how can people also build their own brand despite kasi ang daming takot na ang oversaturated na ng YouTube, wala na akong space for that. I mean, it's true, it's overly saturated na talaga, but you are able to stand out. If you're able to stand out from it, other people also can. So can you?
Yun nga, I think we also talked about it na parang try not to be a copy of other people. Like it's it's oversaturated na nga, and if you saturate it more by being a copy of someone else, then it's not gonna work for you, love. You're just gonna be another person in like the little puddle, but not that that's bad, you can still grow from that. But I think it's important to really find yourself. Like you don't have to pressure yourself into finding yourself. You can have other influences that are like influencing this part of your life or this part of your life.
Yes.
Just don't try to be a carbon. Like being a copy of someone is literally the death of you. You literally killed yourself if you try to be someone else. Because you killed like whatever it was that made you, and it's gonna be a miserable like cycle if you try to copy yourself. Because you will never be someone else. Like even if you try to be someone else, you will never be them. You will never have the same face as them, the same voice as them, the same ideas as them. You can't keep copying them by the book. So I think what's important is to surround yourself by things that that influence your style, or the things that influence like your beliefs and like your aesthetic and shit. And then because you're not just influenced by one thing, you're influenced by a lot of things, and you can just like make your own like concoction potion of whatever it is that you like. I mean, for me, I feel like I myself don't have my own style. I just do what I think is cool at that time. I don't, parang, di ako yung, I mean, there are other people that can pull it off na parang, oh, I'm strictly an ABG, or I'm strictly this, I'm strictly this. But for me, it's just not like that because I'm indecisive as hell. Pero yun nga, if you're gonna make content, just make sure that it's you that's making content and not somebody else through your body. So, ayun, just, I mean, I think about it din naman, na parang, sino mga pinapanood mo? The people that you're watching, all of them probably have a Shopee haul. All of them probably have an outfit ideas haul. But you still watch all of those people. Kasi you're watching it because this person is a lot more unique than the other. So if you look at yourself from the point of view of like a viewer, like that if this interests you, it can also interest other people. That doesn't exempt you just because there's a lot of a pool of people. As long as you're making something that isn't somebody else's work, then you're gonna be fine, love. It might take some time, but you're gonna be fine.
Yes. True. Buti binanggit mo na it may take some time because people think na once they post 10 videos and they think na magkiklik na and napanghihinaan sila ng loob kapag hindi. Kasi in reality, sometimes it doesn't only take 10 videos for you to boom.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it takes, I mean, some people have already, created 1,000 videos before they blew up because we all have our own pace and it's different for each one of us. Right?
And some people, they would stop making videos for like 5 years, and then suddenly a video they posted 5 years ago would blow up. And it's weird how the freaking algorithm works. But yeah, it's so different for everybody. And there are some people who have like 10 subscribers, but they're doing everything right. They're like so interesting. You would watch them all day. But it's just numbers. It's the same thing as award shows. Award shows are scams. I mean, it's not always, just because the website itself doesn't reward it doesn't mean it's rewarding at all.
And I think that's why it's very important to share to the community. Kasi ang lakas ng impact ng community kapag shinare mo ang isang video to your friends.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
support
Yes.
other people's content then.
Yes. Angel, thank you so much. We're down to our final question. It's also
Okay.
kind of similar to everything that we've been talking about. What is your message to those who aspire to start creating content on social media?
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Okay, I'm sorry. You can just focus on a small thing na sa tingin mo.
Okay, what is something to focus on? Oh my god.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm making it more
Do it.
difficult for
Just do it
Angel.
now.
Okay. Yes.
Just do it now. Like the moment that you should just I mean, I'll just share
Mhm.
something that my mom told me before.
Go.
When I was auditioning for like a specific play, but it stuck with me is I'm gonna say it Tagalog, it's wala kang mararating sa buhay kung wala kang kapal ng mukha. Which is
I love
so
your
true.
mom.
I think so true. Yes. Because I was always like such a shy person. Like I wouldn't take any opportunities, but
Ooh.
like your privilege, you like if you have freaking internet connection, you have a laptop, you have a camera, even if you just have a phone, you don't need to have a camera. Like use what it is you have right now. Don't waste what you have right now and just do yourself a favor and be narcissistic. And be like ano lang, just kailangan talaga may kapal ka ng mukha in order to do anything in life. Kasi kuyari, like
Totoo
freaking
yan. Totoo yan.
may iba dyan, may kapal ng mukha mag-run for president na parang, hello, kailangan
Yes!
for president.
Kung yung iba nga na hindi capable, kung yung iba nga na hindi capable, may kapal ng mukha, ikaw pa kaya na capable! Yes!
Ayun, kailangan may kapal ng mukha tayo lahat.
I love that, Angel. Thank you so much. That's a very great way to end this conversation. And I super enjoyed talking with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I so enjoyed that, even though I talk like 90% of the time. But thank you so much.
And that's a wrap! Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. Even I have personally enjoyed conversing with Angel. I love her so much. Carol, I love you. And of course, if you had fun listening to this episode as well, please don't forget to follow us on Spotify or subscribe to the YouTube channel in whichever platform you're currently in. Also, we would highly appreciate it if you share this on your Instagram stories because that's how we grow, you guys, by you sharing it to the world and to the community. Follow me as well on Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Your Sunshine Cleo. So, we can be friends. And that's it for today, and see you guys next Monday for another Kwentuhan, only here at Kwentuhang Pilipina.